Hey everyone. So in this session, we are going to look into pricing of services and location of services. So in our previous class, we went with the most important element of our service marketing mix, service product. So what is service product and what are the core concepts or what are the concepts in service product, starting with your product levels of having core benefit, expected benefit, argumented benefit and potential benefit. We also saw about the consumer benefit concept and service delivery system, and later on we went with the new product development, how the product has been generated and how it has been executed, and we saw the post evaluation after implementation of the service product. We also went and saw your product life cycle, where from your stage one, your introduction stage, your growth stage, your maturity stage, as well as your decline stage, how does a service or product attains each and every development or in these phases, and how does the service does not saturate or decline from a certain position. So in this class, we are going to look into pricing of services. So pricing is a vital area in marketing. I hope that everyone agree that, because pricing is one element which brings revenue to the business. Without pricing, or without setting up, or without analyzing the cost and plus the profit margin for your service, you can't do a business. So every organization or any companies will have to use a sophisticated approach to setting up pricing. So வந்துட்டு pricing decisions ப்ராப்பரா டிசைட் பண்ணா மட்டும்தான் they can earn revenue to their business. So pricing of services might vary from pricing of goods. In what terms? It can be based on the quality of service you provide, or it can be based on the non-monetary cost involvement, or it can refer to, or it can be a reference to your service pricings, or otherwise known as your reference prices. So what is the uniqueness of service pricing? There are three key elements. One is customer knowledge of service prices, the role of non-monetary cost, and the third, price as an indicator of service quality. So customer knowledge of service prices talks about a concept called reference prices. So reference prices is a price which comes into a memory of a customer when he searches or when he's in need of a good or service. ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் வாங்கும் போதோ இல்லை சர்வீஸை அக்வயர் பண்ணும் போதோ ஒரு கஸ்டமருக்கு இந்த அமௌண்ட்டுக்கு இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் இல்லை சர்வீஸ் நான் வாங்கினா நல்லாயிருக்கும், this is the price I am able to spend or ready to pay to avail those services or goods, is the reference point. So whereas you can easily find out from your physical product that this can be the exact price, or this can be the price I can pay to get those products. Whereas in your service, it is little highly impossible for the customer to decide what kind of price or what kind of pay I can give to the particular service. For example, the service rendered by a doctor, a physician, or a doctor, orthopedian, where the customer can't fix up a particular price based on the requirement, based on the need of the customer. The physician fixes up the price for the service rendered. The next important aspect is about the role of non-monetary cost. Non-monetary cost talks about four different costs. One is time cost, search cost, convenience cost, and psychological cost. Time cost talks about the time spent by the customer in order to receive the services from the service provider. The best example is a customer waiting for a physician, an orthopedic, where the customer does not pay only for the services rendered by the doctor, but the customer also pays for the time he spends in the clinic or in order to avail those services from the doctor. Search cost. Search cost talks about the cost which is rendered in searching for a particular need. An example can be like your urban club or any other local service providers for household duties like cleaning services, etc., where they charge a particular amount, a basic amount for the searches or for the exact interaction, where they provide you household helpers or a plumber or painters and meet them with the required customers. ஸோ ஒரு கஸ்டமரையும் ஒரு ஜாப் ஜாப் சீக்கர் ஆர் ஜாப் ப்ரொவைடரையும் கனெக்ட் பண்ணுற ஒரு சர்வீசஸ் தான் வந்துட்டு சர்ச் காஸ்ட். தட் இஸ் த வே urban clap runs. The next cost is about your convenience cost. That is the most important cost, where you find uh, customers are given services at their doorsteps. They need not travel. That travel expenses or the travel time taken to in order to get those services is being completely eliminated. Your food delivery systems, your Swiggy, your Uber is your best example for your your Uber Eats is your best example for your convenience cost, where they eradicate the movement of the customer from one place to the other, or the time to be spent by the customer in order to get the food. They work for those things. And the last important cost is about your psychological cost. It talks about they hit you on your psychology thing factors like fear, fear of understanding. It can be an insurance company and asking you for to put up policies. It can be fear of rejection, any bank loans or mortgages like that, or fear of outcomes. Fear of outcomes where you can think on the treatment, your medical treatments or surgery kind of related things. So these are few hidden costs which will be implemented with your pricing system. And the last important uniqueness of your service pricing is about talks about service quality. So service quality is the most important aspect in fixing up pricing. Generally, so branded companies or reputed companies try to put up advertisements and spend a lot of money on those advertisements, saying that the projection of the brand will make them feel or will make the customers feel that higher the price, higher the service quality. So any companies like, there's a projection, there is a thought like an Apple mobile. If a person owns an Apple phone, then the quality of services which is given by Apple or the price they pay for in order to get the Apple is more in or a high quality in nature. So generally, people think that if the pricing is low, then the company infers with only less quality or less services being provided there. The next important thing from your pricing setup is about fixing up objectives or setting up steps where the pricings can be made, the pricing can be set up. So based on your marketing mix, your four P's and thinking about who's your customer and what kind of service you're going to provide, you're going to end up setting up four objectives. The first objective is about survival pricing. It is a short run objective where, for an initial period or a startup phase, the company will recognize this pricing policy. It's called as survival price. So, as the word says so, it's all about surviving the intense competition and coming out of the market or emerging out of the market as a very good competitor. So initially, while setting up your survival pricing, your prices will be low in order to deal with the competition. Example can be like an a surplus ready-made garment store is a person who deals with your surplus goods from your branded stores like your Van Hussein, Arrow, Lee, Peter England, kind of similar companies like that, where he gets the ready-made goods from those companies at a lesser price, and he keeps a small margin and sells it off. While comparing with your competitors, the price will be low. So, in order to survive or sustain in the market, you'll keep up a low price setup and compete with the business. The next important objective is your current profit maximization price. So, your profit maximization is the oldest objective of pricing. So, எல்லா பிஸ்னஸ்க்கும் வந்துட்டு profit is the main motive to run. It is a long term goal or long term objective. It is directly opposite to what survival pricing is about. So, peop- a company here will always have high pricing and high risk based on the demand of the services which they render. They keep an high pricing for those things, and based on those high pricing they receive high revenue or high income, and thus they make profit maximization. And the third important objective is about market share pricing. Generally, price helps improve your market shares based on how much you price yourself or how much the company price its products. It tries to pull the market share or market demand of a particular need. If a company has a larger market share, then it can go with a low pricing strategy. So low pricing strategy will pull up a lot of customers and thus will gain a larger market share for the company. ஸோ உங்கள் ப்ரைஸிங்கை நீங்கள் வந்து ஒரு ஒரு மார்க்கெட் லீடராக இருந்தீங்கன்னா உங்கள் ப்ரைஸிங்கை நீங்கள் லோ கம்மி பண்ணும் போது இட் வில் ட்ரை டு புல் மோர் நம்பர் ஆஃப் கஸ்டமர்ஸ் இன் டு த மார்க்கெட் ஆர் இட் வில் ட்ரை டு pull more customers into in buying your products. For example, a branded saloon where it puts a discounted amount for a haircut, say from 300 it gives you an offer of 25%, so that will be a 75 rupees off, so it will come around 225. So based on the at discount, you will try to pull customers on that level or on that level of people who go for an branded salon kind of orientation. ஸோ அந்த லெவலில் இருக்க கஸ்டமர்ஸ் வந்து புல் பண்ணும்போது இட் வில் ஸ்டார்ட் டு க்ரோ, தட் சலூன் வில் ஸ்டார்ட் டு க்ரோ பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தட் ஆஃபர். ஸோ நீங்கள் உங்கள் மார்க்கெட் ஷேர் எப்படி நீங்கள் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணுவீங்கன்னா, based on the demand you will try to lower your cost or lower your pricings and gain more number of customers to your business. And the last and foremost important objective is about service quality leadership. So service quality leadership is all about pricing policy setting up and to show or to prove the prestige level of your company. Just to show your prestige, the company sets up high pricing, and high pricing will definitely will result in the mindset of the customer that high pricing will lead to high service quality. ஸோ எல்லா கஸ்டமர்ஸ்க்குள்ள ஒரு சின்ன தாட் தான் ஹை ப்ரைஸிங்கில் இருந்துச்சுன்னா தென் த சர்வீஸ் வில் பி ஆஃப் ஹை குவாலிட்டின்னு சொல்லி ஒரு பெர்செப்ஷனில் அவங்க மார்க்கெட் லீடராக இருப்பாங்க. எக்ஸாம்பிள் எனி high priced restaurants. It is not about the quality of tasteful food they give, but also the for service they render to the customers. Moving ahead, so while setting up these policies, there will be some factors which affects those pricing setups. So what are those pricing setup factors? Uh, can be an internal factor, whereas all those factors are dependent upon the organization. It can be the organizational policies set up by the top management. It can be the elements of marketing mix. It can be the other rest 6 P's of marketing mix where it can cause an increase or decrease in pricing decisions. Next can be your product or service differentiation. You're trying to differentiate your service, or the service might vary from customer to the other. Next can be your service cost. Exactly, the cost will vary for a customer to customer, or a particular service to the other. It can be based on the objectives of pricing. It can be based on the product or service quality, the brand image of the company, and also the market share of your company. The external factors, which is the outside happenings of your company. One of the important factor is your demand, where demand can be made demand can be of the different groups of users of the product or service. Based on the number of users, you try to set up your pricing, or it can be the pricing can be based on the number of consumption of those services. So say like the population of people using iPhone is very less in India compared to the population of your Android users. So generally the price varies here. Where there is a large number of users of iPhone customers, the price will drop based on the production of those products. Next important aspect of your internal factors is your competition. The amount of competition prevails in the service market. How does the competitors fix up their pricing? Based on the customer pricing, you try to fix up your pricing policies of your organization. The other factors can be your price of raw materials and other inputs, buyer behaviors, government rules and regulations, ethical considerations, seasonal effects, and economical conditions. So these are the factors which affects those pricing decisions. After having those factors into consideration, we will now think on the approaches of pricing services. So how are these pricing services are being framed? It is based on 3 concepts. One is cost-based pricing, the other is competition-based pricing, and the last one is demand-based pricing. So cost-based pricing talks about the price is equivalent to the direct cost or the estimated cost of a particular service plus your overheads, your travel or your advertisement campaigns, etc., plus your profit margin. So all three put up together will be called as your cost-based pricing. So cost-based pricing is of 4 types: markup pricing, absorption pricing, target rate of return pricing, and marginal cost pricing. Markup pricing talks about and margin of profit being added to your direct cost. So your markup pricing is nothing but the selling price of the product is fixed by adding a margin of cost price. Say your margin is 20% on a cost price of 80 rupees. So 20% is 16 rupees. So your selling price will be 96 rupees. So cost is 80 plus 20% margin is 16 rupees is equal to 80 plus 16 is 96 rupees. Next one is absorption cost pricing, where it tries to absorb each and every cost incurred in development or in production of the service being there. So starting from the administrative expenses, your fixed and selling expenses, each and every cost will be borne there in order to produce your services. Target rate of return pricing is just the opposite or less the opposite of your absorption cost pricing, where it talks about per unit cost. How the ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் செய்யறதுக்கு எவ்வளோ காஸ்ட் தேவைப்படுறன்னு பார்க்கறது தான் target rate of return pricing, where it talks about all those expenses from starting from your manufacturing, selling and administration cost. Then it marks up a small percentage of profit, and then it is being fixed with the selling price. So any example can be given like your insurance policies. So more number of time being given to an insurance policy maturity period, lesser will be the cost and lesser will be the profit margin. The lesser the maturity time of the policy, more the cost and more the profit margin is. And the last type of cost based pricing is your marginal cost pricing. As the name says so, marginal cost pricing is about an additional cost which is being done to the services being rendered. So cost la வந்து there is fixed cost and variable cost. So fixed cost will be a stable one, whereas the marginal cost will be keeping on increasing based on an extra service or product being rendered. Moving ahead, the next approach is your competition based pricing. So based on your competitors, you try to fix up your pricing. So there are three types of competition based pricing. One is premium pricing, discount pricing, and the last one is going rate pricing. Premium pricing talks about high pricing, where you feel or you are the market leader, where you tend to feel that higher pricing will lead to higher service quality being provided. The next one is discount pricing, where you provide discounts to your customer in order to make the customer avail your services. Going rate pricing is about based on the market or based on the competition, you fix up the pricing based on your competitors and move ahead. So where does this competition based pricing is applicable? It is applicable in airlines, car rentals, and in your food delivery services. Last one is demand based pricing. So based on the demand, the pricing is being fixed. And again, in your demand based pricing, there are three types. The first one is what the tariff can bear pricing. The second one is skimming pricing, and third one is penetrating pricing. What the tariff can bear pricing is about what is the maximum amount of price, what is the maximum amount of price the customer is ready to pay the service provider in order to avail those services is the what the tariff can bear pricing. ஸோ ஒரு கஸ்டமரால் என்னோட மேக்ஸிமம் இந்த அமௌண்ட்டில் தான் இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் இல்லை இந்த சர்வீஸ் நான் வாங்கிக்க முடியும்னு சொல்கிற ப்ரைஸ் தான் வந்துட்டு வாட் த tariff கேன் பேர் pricing. The next one is your skimming pricing. Skimming pricing is about you are getting into a new market where you try to put up your service or product at a high price rate so that you put up a perception in the minds of the customer that high pricing talks about high quality, so we will render those services or we will avail those services. And the last type is your called as penetration pricing. Penetration pricing talks about setting up prices at a low level or at a lower cost so that the customers are able to attract the customers are able to get attracted to those benefits being provided by a service provider. So where does this penetration pricing or the other types of demand based pricing being used? It is there in almost all the sectors. You will find out the demand based pricing being used in your healthcare services, your cosmetics, uh, again in your telecommunications, your broadband services, etc. So when talking about pricing, there is a key term which comes into the mindsets of the customer. That is nothing but a term called value. ஸோ ஒரு கஸ்டமருக்கு ப்ரைஸிங் பார்க்கும்போது இந்த ப்ரைஸுக்கு இந்த சர்வீஸ் இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் நான் வாங்கணும்னா இது இந்த பெனிஃபிட் எனக்கு தரப்போகுது. ஸோ அதுதான் வேல்யூவே அந்த கஸ்டமருக்கு. ஸோ அந்த கஸ்டமர் வந்து அந்த வேல்யூ அப்போ பார்க்குறாங்கன்னா ஹவு டஸ் அ கஸ்டமர் அரைவ் அட் தட் வேல்யூ? How does a customer arrive at the value? We just check on 4 different combinations of customer perception where value plays a vital role. The first stage where value is low price. So customer என்ன நினைக்கிறாங்கன்னா என்னோட சர்வீஸ் வந்துட்டு லோ ப்ரைஸில் தான் கிடைக்கணும் அப்படின்னு கஸ்டமர் நினைக்கும் போது what are the type of pricing strategies can be followed by the service provider? Discounting pricing, odd pricing, synchro pricing, and penetration pricing. Discounting pricing is about giving offers and discounts. Odd pricing is your pricing setup being in odd numbers, say 99, 499, or 999. Synchro pricing is about understanding the wavelength of customers and based on the customer requirements and how can the service provider cut down the pricing levels or based on the needs cut down the prices and tell the customer that this is the exact price for the service. Penetration pricing again here talks about putting up small margins or getting into the competition at a low price. The next stage is where customer feels the value is everything I want in a service. So in that stage, the service provider can go with these two pricing strategies. One is prestige based pricing strategies and the other is about skimming pricing, where both the price setup is at high, thus it states the quality of services being rendered to the customer. ஸோ ரெண்டுமே வந்துட்டு ப்ரைஸிங் வந்துட்டு ஹையாக இருக்கும் போது அவங்களோட சர்வீஸும் வந்து ஹை குவாலிட்டியாக இருக்கும்னு கேரண்டியாக சொல்லுவாங்க. The third stage is where value is the quality I get for the price I pay. ஸோ என்னோட வேல்யூன்றது என்னன்னா, நான் எவ்ளோ காசு குடுக்குறேனோ, அதுக்கு ஏத்த குவாலிட்டிக்கு எனக்கு கிடைக்க போகுது. So here again, two types of strategies can be used. One is value pricing based on the value or the quality being rendered, the price is being fixed, and the other is about market segmentation pricing. So market segmentation talks about pricing based on various market segmentations. Pricing can be based on your demographical factors of uh, it can be based on gender, it can be based on occupation or the income of the customer, it can be based on the geographical factors, the location of the company or location of the customer, etc. And the last and foremost important thing from your value perspective is like value is all that I get for all that I give. ஸோ வேல்யூன்றது என்னன்னா நான் எல்லாமே வந்துட்டு எவ்வளோ என்னால் கொடுக்க முடியுமோ அதுக்கு ஏற்ற அளவுக்கு எனக்கு வரப்போகுது அப்படின்றது தான் அந்த கான்செப்ட். ஸோ வாட் ஆர் த ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜிஸ் கேன் பி ஃபாலோட்? Price framing, price bundling, complementary pricing, and results based pricing. So price framing can be an example of your opportunity cost. So opportunity cost is nothing like comparing two different elements and whichever the thing you need and you leave out the other. So example like you have 50,000 rupees. So with that 50,000 rupees, you can pay for the semester or you can pay as it as a college fee, or else you can buy a new laptop with that amount. So with that 50,000, you can pay a college fees or you can buy a new laptop. It can be so these are two options. Whichever option you're gonna choose, the other option you're gonna forego. So that is called as price framing. Price bundling is about giving you discounts and offers or giving you combination of two different services. For example, a e-commerce company like a Flipkart and Amazon, while buying a particular product, say like a TV, you're trying to buy a TV, they give you something called as add-ons. Say pay an extra of 99 rupees, you get 2 years of additional extended warranty. That is something called as price bundling, where two two different services bundled together at a specified price. A complementary pricing talks about two things. One is part pricing and loss leadership. Here you can take the example of insurance policies where complementary pricing is about based on the maturity period, the prices will increase or decrease. And finally, based on results based pricing. If you take educational institutions, they talk about 95% placement opportunities being provided to our passed out students or your current batch. So based on those results, they're trying to pull up students or customers into their organization. So based on those things, it is called as results based pricing. And the last and important thing in your pricing of services is about setting up your pricing policy. These are the 6 stages of how the pricing is being set up, starting from setting up the pricing objective, thinking on the profit margin, competition, your market share, etc., and other features, your external activities. Your pricing objective is being set up, then determining your demand, the size of your demand, and the elasticity of your demand. So how you can produce those services or produce your products, estimate your cost, analyze your fixed cost as well as your variable cost, analyzing the competition, how's your present market or what is the competition level in your present market, setting up a pricing method, the different approaches of pricing, starting from your cost based, or competition based, or demand based pricing, and at last setting up a pricing policy. So, with this, will end your service price. In the With this, we'll end this session video. Continue in the next session.